Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Pope, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because he completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like,
What are we talking about, son?
Get into it, talk. I felt
Keeping it a buck.
Let me close these curtains real quick.
You heard.
Yo.
and I am muted. We just starting to show off right. With me muted. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see me win. Shout out to the chat. Poke, how you doing, brother?
What up?
You doing all right, man?
Been better.
Yeah. Baseball. Yeah. That's an accurate way to start.
Oh, well, what are you going to do?
Long season, right? Long season.
Long season.
Got a lot of games.
Yeah. That's what we're going with right now.
The 2 out of 3 against BC ain't great. Joey,
No.
how you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Doing all right, man. Waiting for baseball season to really kick off. And, waiting for spring ball. Want to see the spring. Want to see them boys in the spring, see how they looking. So
You watching?
Right
Yeah, it's right. I think we're like a week away, a little bit over a week away, right? The 15th. Yeah, so 15th, 16th, whenever it kicks off. Joey, I asked Poke earlier, are you watching the WBC at all? Or are you just waiting to?
I have. I've watched a couple of games. I'm not like just following it, but I've watched a couple of games and moments and highlights and everything. Yeah. Looks crazy, man. It's a lot of drama already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Puerto Rico had a walk-off. Now, it's been dope. I caught the highlights because I have no idea when the games are on. I was telling Poke, I just catch the highlights and see what's popping because they're in group play, and then they go to like the next round, so we'll see what's popping. But yeah, man, shout out to the chat. Everybody's still rolling in. Numbers keep growing. Appreciate y'all. We had to commit, fellas. We're just gonna jump right in. We'll jump right into this month. You know what I'm saying? We did. Look, little guy. We have I don't know if you noticed, it's a long line of no haircut players, which I'm a big fan of. Just play ball. You know what I'm saying? I have Ruben Bain, now Nicholas Lennear. If y'all ain't watching, no cut Nick, man. Just watch. Just watch the young man ball. It was just there was a corner covering him at some point, right? Like there was somebody there. You know what I'm saying? It says wait for it. You know what I'm saying?
Pristine route runner, very polished route runner, very explosive, as you see there. On the field, speed is much different than track speed, obviously. People making, talking about his track time, his 100 time or whatever, but on the field speed is different, man. His on the field speed is much different. He's able to separate. He's a dog, man. He's just look at that.
Nasty. Yeah.
Some of the most impressive plays are him playing safety. Like there's a play, I don't know if it's on this highlight, but where he drops back the ball, he's at the line of scrimmage, I believe, or at least within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, man, and they throw a 50-yard bomb and he gets back there and picks the ball off. Like he's man.
Poke, what you think watching this?
No, I honestly, I haven't watched any of his tape, so this is a first for me. So I'm just kind of taking it in.
Yeah.
Just peep it, Poke. Like I understand. Like there's been, we listen, man, and shout out to our guy Flo. He's from the crib, man. So he's from down there. So he talks about a lot of players. And some of the time, the players he talks about, I'm like, all right, okay, All right. This dude, though, yeah, I've been on the same wavelength. Like, as a former receiver, man, I just love seeing receiver play. And this dude is a true 5-star, like a true 5-star. He tracks the football better than any receiver I've seen in a long time, like in a very long time, man. Routes, like I said, he runs incredible routes. He's explosive. People are like saying he's the heir apparent to Mally. I don't know. He's bigger. He's like 5'11". Not stature, but he's taller than Mally. And he could play inside, outside. I think he could play all over the field. I think he's one of the receivers that we lose to Ohio State, man. To Texas A&M, to Alabama. He's one of those.
Yeah, that's been the normal for the last several years too, where we get these, big time recruits in South Florida that Miami can't seem to bring in or hold on to, and we've always seen them go off to the, like you said, the Ohio States, the Alabamas, the the Clemsons, the places like that where we lose these guys to. So I think it's a huge, huge win, not only getting one of the best receivers in the country to stay home and come to Miami, but recruiting in general.
Yeah.
I think it opens a lot more doors.
Yeah. The ambassador, he has a chance to be the ambassador of the class.
Yeah.
Right. 100%. Dogs want to play with dogs. He's well respected all over the country, not let alone Florida. He's well respected. And I said before, when we were talking about, I was having a debate with Flo again, of course, about what makes Mario an elite recruiter. And I said, you got to keep some of these guys home. Like, we know he recruits nationally. We know that. He's going to bring in the #1 player in the state of Illinois. You know what I mean? Kansas, no doubt he's going to do that. And not saying it's easy, but it's not that hard of a sell to bring a kid from Michigan to Miami. You know what I mean? Like, especially in January when they come visit, like, they want to stay. But when you keep these kids home, then you've entered that elite realm for me in recruiter land. So yes.
Yeah, because we take that for granted, right? Like, look, me and Poke live in Florida. I grew up in when you live there, you would want part of you would want to leave, like, to see something different. Just off that, like, when we 17, 18 years old, it might be a Tuscaloosa when a Saban was there, or so on and so forth. Go down the line. I understand the leaving aspect of it. You have to fight against that because it's the South Florida fans that watched you through U12s, U13s, and now watch, now watch you at Northwestern and now Carroll City that he's transferred to. Like, they've seen you, so they've invested in you, and then you have to stay home with that kind of pressure. I've understood why they left. So you have to over-recruit and out-recruit that shit because it's like parents see that. You know what I'm saying? All these people that have invested in you and feel like they have a parasocial relationship with you, and they, and they approach it like that. I understand why kids have left. Keeping him home is huge. There's other guys that still got to go there, but I mean, this started a couple years ago with out recruiting Ohio State for Mark Fletcher, out recruiting Ohio State for Jordan Lyle, keeping a Ruben Bain home after a 5-7 season. Like that, those were the small chip-aways that get you to this point. And you have a proven record now on the field. You went on a national championship run. So now you've proven everything you need to prove. Are you going to get every guy in South Florida? No, you're not. It's impossible, right? It's going to happen. It's the business of it. But to get a guy like Nick Lennear, like this was our 1 and 2. There's another one that were in our top 5 when we had our 3 list. It was him and Mark Matthews. Those are given. That has to be part of this class. Got 1 in there. Now got to get the next one. But because this shit don't stop. They had 305 day in Mario's Hacienda. You know what I mean? That's where Nick Lennear dropped the video and committed in front of the class. Also, did y'all see Mike Vitti sitting right there, that chair holding on for his dear life? That's Mike Vitti already on campus recruiting and doing this. Like, he didn't know whether to stand up or not. So Yeah, man. Like it's exciting, man, and this class can be stupid, yo, because it's a really good class in South Florida. There's a lot of 27s
Yeah.
coming out, man. It's a lot of 27s. 305 day happened. Everybody's saying positive things. It was a given, right? Could see
Yes.
myself there. That's you know what I mean. That's they showed nothing but love, so on and so forth. It's you know what I'm saying, the talking point. Do you guys put any stock in it? Is there anybody who you really want to be part of this class that visited this past week as the visitors are starting to happen and spring ball kicks off in a little over a week? Poke.
I really haven't jumped too far into recruiting for this coming cycle yet, so I'm kind of in the wind when it comes to who's coming and who's not. But I mean, the two you mentioned are obviously like the two biggest names with Nick and Mark Matthews. But once I start getting into it more, I think I'll have a better idea of what I think. But I do definitely hope that the whoever they got on the board as far as linebackers go, because it seems like we're starting
Yes.
to pick up a little bit when it's
Yes.
coming to the linebacker recruiting, right? So I'm hoping that continues and we start stacking guys in that room like he's been able to stack on the D line and the defensive edges, you know, in the secondary, things like that. So I really hope that that's a big improvement. I'm sure there's already guys on the board that they're going after that would fit up to that standard. But as far as like how much stock to put into the 305 day, I think at this point, I don't think you could put too much into it because you know the kids are going to say what they're going to say. You know, I don't think any of them are going to have anything bad to say. It doesn't matter, you know, what school they had visited to. Like if they went to another school that had like a big get together like Miami did, and you know they'd come out of there saying the same types of things. So, but I do think having that many elite players together in one area, it gives them a better idea of what their team could look like in the future. Getting them around each other and seeing how they act around each other, how they vibe, you know, things like that. I think that goes further as far at the recruiting edge than it just does having a big gathering just to have recruits there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A point, an unintentional plan where like, oh, let's just have everybody cut cake and have some barbecue without any intention is crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's very targeted. It's very targeted who they wanted there, and we talked about it, right? It was almost the kickoff of the recruiting season for Miami in a lot of ways because long season while everybody had a long off season. You know, the success is what it is. So that was the kickoff, and now they've taken their PJs across the country. Now they're bringing them on campus with spring ball kicking off. You guys see unlimited visits for all these guys and all these recruits. So yeah, man, it's interesting. Like there's a lot of names out there. There is that Josh Johnson kid that I saw CIS had an interview with 6'5", 290, which is insane. Like that's like going into his senior year. That's a big boy from 3-star kid. I don't know what like I don't know. One day I want somebody to explain to me the metrics of that. 6'5", 290 feels like it should be higher, but I guess it's like who they play and all that shit. But that's for another. That's a higher pay grade. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what's about to happen. Yes, Autism, we did. Shout out to Autism. Did y'all see the D-Money interview with Johnson Kid DT from the Keys? He's at 304, 6'4", 2. They have him listed as 6'4", 6'5", 290, which again, I don't know how you feed a human being that huge. Like that's a conversation for Kellen Wiley Sr.
Whole sides of beef. That's all you gotta.
It's gotta be right. It's like the
you just throw meat in the room, son.
Yeah.
Just you gonna sandlot it? Just sandlot this shit. The whole building starts shaking. Marcus Enriquez says Mara's gonna land the top 3 class. I say in the country, not the state, because gonna have the number 1 class in the state. Mark Matthews and no Cook Nick. Yeah. But yeah, man. Joey, what you thinking? 305 day.
Yeah, man. What the kids say or what they say, you know, they're gonna say something positive after every visit. I think the stock that's been put in is the playoff run and going to the championship. You know, that's what matters. And that's what they see, and that's important because of what Coach Cristobal has promised and what he said he was gonna do. And they see it getting done. because we used to always say, yo, the kids from Florida, when it comes to Miami, they always, talk about they want to see Miami do this and see now they're doing it. So we should start to see what we should start to see. We should start to see, especially local players, because that's the main thing. Like I said, we've always gotten national players. We've always gotten kids from out of state, but now the local players are like, yeah, all right, it's happening. Yep. We can celebrate at home now. We don't have to go put on for Ohio or Alabama or Georgia. We can do that at home now. We got somebody stable in the building that's not going anywhere. The other programs in the state are in shambles.
Yes.
So,
which we'll talk about. Yes.
If we want to stay home, Miami's it. And according to the powers out there, kids are beating down the door trying to get in. So the recruiting is much different. Like Miami's recruiting from a privileged position right now. So
you got to turn people away.
Yeah.
No, I think that's going to be hard for a lot of people too, because now we're going to start getting these guys that maybe we didn't have a shot at before in years previous, that we're clawing at just to try to get a visit, and now it's kind of seemed to, the tables turn to where these guys are now coming to Miami, say, hey, let me in, bro.
Agents are,
let me see what you got going on in there.
And it's not too many projects. Like, you're gonna get some projects because you have the roster's 105, right?
5, yes, sir.
So you're gonna get some projects. You got to get some people that are gonna take 2 or 3 years or 2 years to develop. But for the most part, you're getting day one ready guys, man.
You
amazing.
You need those projects because of the transfer portal, right? You need to have somebody in the tuck that's ready to go in case somebody gets, jumps in, gets a bigger offer and all those things. It makes sense. You want to do, like, if you have a 25-person class, like, you want to do 18 and 19 cream of the crop and then like 6 projects across the board. You know what I'm saying? If that's the way you want to do it, 'cause you never know who's gonna hit. Like, you never know who has that late development. Like, we have a third or fourth DT that could be anybody, and it could be a really young guy. Like, that could be Stansfield, that could be Nagel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It could be anybody that has a chance to do it, and we don't know what their offseason regimen is like and who's ready to make that leap. Because Nagel is Josh Johnson from last year. Y'all just didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the same size he had. Like, that's already there. So, yeah, man.
All these guys are in the building. All these guys are in the building now.
Yeah.
So, 8 months, you're not a newbie. So
no, especially if you came here in like December, really not a newbie, because you saw how it was the playoff expectations that are here now. So it's a lot different, man. Yeah, no, it's dope, man. Linebacker too, though. Poke, back to what you said. That's been like the one position that, like, we've kind of, I don't want to say missed on, but like, we need a couple more guys every year to build that room up, because every other room is built up nicely.
Yeah,
that's the one that we've been like, hey, it'd be nice to get like 2 or 3.
Caden Henderson, Pope, when you get a chance, Caden Henderson.
That's the other one I couldn't.
Yeah.
See it, but couldn't put a name to it. But yeah.
That's the one.
Marcus Enrique says, Myson Johnson cooked me.
I watched him. I finally watched him.
Thoughts?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Mark Fletcher with nitrogen. You know what I mean? Like a speed boost. Not that Fletcher's slow, because people trying to play Fletcher's speed. You saw the championship.
Yeah.
He got out,
Yeah.
But this dude is just as big right now. I don't think he's just as tall. I think Fletcher's 6'2", right? 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", but he's big, fast, and strong, and yeah. Yeah, he reminds me of Fletcher. Like he reminds me exactly of Mark Fletcher.
You're gonna need two though. You're gonna need two this year. You're gonna need 2 running backs this year.
Yeah. I'm good with Kimball too. If it's Myson, Cook, and Kimball, I'm good with that. You know, running back is really not a position. Not saying I'm not worried about it, but I think you can get if you get Myson, Cook, and somebody else, I think you're good.
You're good, yeah. Need those. Yeah, those are my positions I've kind of been looking at: linebacker or running back. Just because Fletcher's gone and the 2 other guys can leave, so you could have 3 leaving this offseason coming up. So already looking at it like that. Poke, before we get to our next topic, man, what the fuck is going on with baseball, bro?
I wish I had an answer for you. I just don't know. Outside of the starting pitching, it's been, I don't know, it's been poop. It doesn't seem to matter who they go to in the bullpen. I mean, it's very frustrating because you're coming to Miami, you're pitching for a D1 program on the national level, and you can't freaking throw strikes and stay ahead of hitters. So you start falling behind the hitters. You've practiced and you've gone all through these levels as a hitter to expect when you're behind in the count, pitcher struggling, he's going to throw a fastball to try to get a strike. So they're just sitting back, teeing off, getting timely hits, or, we're giving them free bases. So it's just very frustrating to see. Hopefully when these couple of guys come back from injury, it'll help strengthen the bullpen some. 2 of the better arms we had. But I mean, the starting pitching outside of today, I mean, Siskar pitched a really good game Friday night. Bullpen let him down. Got the win on Saturday. Evans threw a gem of a game. So that when you get good pitching, that's what happens. You get some timely hits here and there. But the offense was kind of stale all weekend. So I don't know if it's, an early season slump. But, baseball's a long season. Hopefully they come out of it. Somebody figures out something in the bullpen and, they can get back on track. Got a midweek game this week. I think we go to UCF. I wish I could. I mean, Orlando's only like a 40-minute drive from me. So I wish I could go out there, but it's in the middle of the week and it's, usually Wednesday, like a 7 o'clock game, trying to fight that Orlando traffic there and back. Yeah, it'd be rough, but I wish I could get out there. And then I think we go on the road next weekend. We're at Duke, so it'll be another challenging ACC conference weekend. So Duke's usually always has a pretty solid team. So hopefully they figure something out. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it hasn't been fun watching the reactions on Twitter and then checking.
I would like to see some better decision making on the coaches, though. So some of their decision making has been a little head scratching, to say the least. Like you got a guy that's, for once, somebody pitching well out of the bullpen, he gets, I think I forget who it was, but he, retired 6 batters in a row and then they go to another guy. Late in the game, Friday, they pull Dubovich, who was having a really good game. I think he had another home run. He had 2 more home runs. I mean, this freshman, this kid's phenomenal as a freshman. Had a home run and a RBI sing. I think he ended up with like 3 or 4 RBIs in Friday's game, and we come down at the end, and because they got a righty pitching, he wants to make this decision to pitch hit for him and brings a guy in off the bench because he's left-handed.
Yeah.
I've never bought into that whole
overdoing it. You overthink
exactly.
It.
You're
righty,
overthinking
lefty,
it, you're like, oh well, if I outsmart this guy and I do it this way, sometimes it's not that. I don't know. It's not that
but
serious.
Do we know? I mean, is Dubovich? Has he hit righties? Has he struggled against righties?
No.
I mean, no.
No, and he had a hot bat. I mean, he 4 RBIs on the game.
Yeah.
You want to get something started. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Some of the pitch calling to me has left my head scratching too. Just they tend to pitch backwards a lot. If you know baseball, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I don't know, but just got to get it figured out and get back on track. So not a good way to start conference play, but like I said, it's a long season and turn things around and get going. So that's kind of what they did last year too. But I told somebody the other day, this team right now reminds me of the football team in 24. Amazing offense, could do everything. But when it comes to defense, it's kind of shit. And when I say defense in baseball, I'm referring to pitching as well. So it's like, yeah. So
all right, let's get into this Caneswear ad on that note. Yes, so
yeah.
Welcome to Caneswear.
New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
See y'all next month in Caneswear, baby.
Yeah, we'll be there. Dante Colon says head coach was a junk ball pitcher. He coaches like it as well. That's, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a baseball bar that I had to get out there.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I had to.
Hey man, listen, the tides can change, man. This is baseball, just like any sport. And it's a long season, like Polk said, man. The things can change. Just to say, it only takes one game, one series to win. And then you start rolling again, man. They'll figure it out.
They struggled. They struggled last season too. Yeah, they struggled last season too. Then they, you know what I'm saying, tightened it up when they went on a crazy streak. Then they had a bad run, and then they jumped back towards the end of the season, man. You know what I'm saying?
One inning away from going to Omaha last year. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Was it Louisville, right? Louisville? Was that where they played?
Was it? I don't remember.
I think I want to say Louisville. I want to say Louisville. I don't know. Whatever. Off the top of my head, I'm terrible with like schools like that. All right, fellas. Yesterday or Friday, I forgot exactly when it was. There was an NIL meeting. This isn't where it was. Doesn't matter. Political affiliations. This ain't that. I didn't like that the room was just former coaches, ADs, no representation for the players. I got a lot to say on it. If y'all watched it, I want your thoughts because I got a lot to say and I got a lot to say. So we started with
I only watched Nick Saban speak. I didn't watch anybody else because I can't really listen to a lot of other people speak. But Nick Saban he brought up points, regarding I think the bigger issue is the transfer portal. I think that's more of an issue than NIL to me. The transfer portal, I think, is doing more damage than anything. Like everybody's on a 1-year contract. Anybody can leave at any time.
Yep.
The way the calendar is, NCAA calendar, I think that's more of an issue. Like, you're gonna have to eventually make a decision on if you want to make these players employees. Like, you're gonna have to make a decision. That's the bottom. Like, I don't know that you're gonna be allowed to cap earnings. They're talking about having a salary cap in place. Can't do that in the free unless they're employees. Like, you can't just say now y'all can only make $500,000. What? No. Or you make NIL truly name, image, likeness. Truly. Because right now it's basically we paying you to go to the school. Yeah. We're paying you. So I don't think nobody should be opposed to the players making money. They should be able to make money, no doubt. But there has to be something done. I don't even think about the amount of money they're making. I just think there has to be some type of guardrail in all aspects of NIL transfer, because it's all hand in hand. They all speak to each other. Kids know if I go to Western Carolina year 1, or if I go to Chapel Hill year 1, I play as a freshman, I'm decent. I don't even get busy. I'm just decent. I can enter my name in the portal and go get 300,000, 500,000, 800,000, a million somewhere else year 2. If that goes wrong, I can put my name in the portal again because I have a name. Year 3, I can go get another 800,000. So that has to be taken care of. Nick Saban also mentioned players playing for 6, 7, 8 years. Yes, that definitely has to stop. That definitely has to stop. CB has talked about it. Salute to CB, has talked about it several times. No 26, 27-year-olds should be playing with 18-year-olds. Nah. Go get a job, fam. Nah.
I mean, I get that aspect of it when it comes to the injury side of things, but just requesting for additional years just because that's
still,
a little
like 5 years, you gotta go. 5 years, man. You coming at 18, 23, 24, there may be special circumstances. I don't even know.
Injuries would be
injuries is the only way.
The only.
And you have to miss the whole year, dog. Like, it ain't I missed 5 games and I'm getting another year. No. Nah.
Yeah.
You gotta miss the whole year. No. There's no more COVID years or a red shirt. Nah, man. No. 5 years and you have to go. So I get that part of it, man. But yeah, I don't agree with Congress being involved. I don't agree with that. The NCAA need to do their damn jobs. That's what they're here for. That's what you're here for. That's what the NCAA is for. Like, that's what y'all here for, man. Do something, man. So yeah, it's a lot.
that's the problem.
Yeah,
I don't like to do
Poke,
anything.
what you got, brother?
Yeah.
I didn't watch or see any of it, so you'll just have to fill me in with what y'all got. Says I don't know.
Ben will say Ben has
something that's
plenty,
not of
I'm
interest
sure.
to me because it doesn't matter.
Here's
Go ahead, B.
all right. So here's what I found interesting about it. Right,
Try not to curse either.
I'm gonna try my damnedest. See, I started damnedest. Here's what I didn't like about it. The people in that room were there pre-NIL, pre-transfer portal. Greg Sankey, Nick Saban, Pete Vivacqua, and all the other 47 names that were in there were there before. What they were doing before was cutting the legs off of the NCAA. Right? Y'all remember the propaganda? Hey, man, they don't do shit. The NCAA had their hand in it, right? For stupid rules. We remember the UConn Huskies when they were going through their national championship run way back in the day. They were getting suspended because they had too many ketchup packets. The NCAA overcorrected and then undercorrected on the back end. In the meanwhile, while that was happening, SEC was saying, man, shitting on them. You had the SEC network, you had SEC pundits, and the SEC's being too stringent. This is getting ridiculous. They're all these rules. I'll say it all the time. 110 violations by Tennessee, nothing happened because the SEC and Greg Sankey jumped in. When you continue to do that, and then the NCAA, when they lost at the Supreme Court and lost all their lawsuits with the Ed O'Bannon and all the other NIL stuff, they saw all that coming and put no groundwork in. Why? Because the people in that room didn't want the groundwork to be done because the SEC was already paying. So why would they want regulations after the fact? So now they're in there because
it's not working for them now.
It's not working for them now. It's not beneficial to them now. Nick Saban doing that is crazy. We are like, come on, fam. You're gonna be the spokesperson. It's very hard to cuss, Joe. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It doesn't make sense that they're doing this now when they were all there before this shit got out of hand. Now they're asking for help because they're not the ones winning anymore. Urban Meyer is there. Oh, this just isn't right. Fam, weren't you the one that covered up domestic abuse by your assistant coach? You trying to lecture somebody because they're making money? That was him, right? Was that not him?
Oh,
That was him.
Yeah, he was
That
there.
he taught an ethic. His punishment was teaching an ethics class at Ohio State. Google it, dog. What are we talking about? Like, you want these regulations? Why? Because the kids are making money now. You had the chances when you were in power and in charge that you could have stopped this and put regulations in. The SEC could have done it. They have their rules, right? You can't transfer to another SEC school in the spring portal. Ain't no more spring portal, right? If you put that in, there's a bunch of other things you could have done. Big Ten has their rules, right? You saw a quarterback from Washington couldn't jump in because of his paperwork. All these things could have been done, and they did nothing. Calling for Congress now when the rabbit got the gun, now it's not fun anymore. Yeah. Nah, dog, you're gonna miss me with that shit. Also, I'm tired of this shit being lumped in. Shit doesn't count, by the way, Joe. It's not a cuss word. It's in the
definitely is.
No. Yeah. It's in the verbiage.
Nah, you can't say if you can't say it with your moms, then you can't say it.
I saw my mom yesterday. Love you, mom. We had a great lunch for my birthday. I love her.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that the debt that Florida State and Penn State incurred is being put on NIL. It wasn't. Florida State did bad investments, took loans on future funds. Because I looked it up, and I put the links in the description. Y'all want to check my work. It's right there. They took money for their stadium. Has nothing to do with NIL. Why they're $500 million in debt. Penn State, $535 million in debt for stadiums, facilities, all these things that have nothing to do with NIL. None of it. Because they're doing bad investments, they're trying to lump it all in. Hey, man, we can't pay these kids. Fam, you could pay your coaches $14 million, but you can't pay these kids? Nick Saban, his final year, Pope, made $11.1 million, right? He got additional $300,000 in talent fees. What the fuck is a talent fee, Pope? Name, image, and likeness. They were able to use his name, they were able to use his image, and it's like this. Not counting Affleck, not counting the Affleck deal. That's separate.
Right.
He gets $500,000 right now from the University of Alabama for being a consultant. You know what's the highest paid teacher in Alabama? $60,000. But he's talking up there about education. Don't sell me a lie while you're trying to tell me the truth. Like, that shit don't make sense. Like, you don't give a fuck about any of it. When you were winning, you didn't complain. When you were brown bagging this whole shit, you didn't have a word to say. Now all of a sudden, yo, man, Ryan Williams should have get 1.5. Carson Beck got $6 million. Who gives a fuck? It ain't your money, dog. It doesn't come out of your bank account. Your taxes don't get cut for it. I donate to the University of Miami to the Canes Collective. So what? Because I believe in this program and I want it to succeed. It's not illegal, bro. You get paid from the state. You're still the highest paid employee in the state, next to the head coach of Alabama, and you're trying to complain about some shit. No, it doesn't make sense. Again, like that bad businesses isn't covered because these young men are getting paid. Bad business is bad business. Has nothing to do with nothing else. If you want to take future funds and you're a shitty program in a shitty place like Tallahassee, sorry. You want to take $500, that's on you. Fam, they were $17 million in debt in 2020.
Yep.
$17 million. In 5 years, they're $437 million in debt. You think that's because they gave Deuce Robinson some money?
Right.
You think that's Thomas Castellanos' problem? Yep. That they're $430 million in debt? No, you renovated a shitty stadium and try to get your facilities up. And now you got no money because nobody wants to go there because you invested on a couple portal guys. And you put out a bad product with a bad head coach.
Everybody else is not struggling like that, dog.
It's not, dog.
Everybody else is doing all right.
They're borrowing against themselves. Like Rutgers is also $500 million in debt.
Yeah.
Damn, you get $90 million for the TV contract alone. Stop spending beyond your means, you fiscal fucks. Sorry. Like, my bad. That's on me.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't make sense, man. Like, look, Miami put money into their program. You see our buildings being built. That took time to do. That took a couple of years. We didn't just jump in it. That's after the fact. And that's all privately funded because it's a private school. If you ain't got the money, don't do it. If you get, sometimes you just got to be okay with being a feeder program, man. Rutgers, sorry. Florida State, sorry. You know what I mean? Penn State, sorry. Sometimes you just got to be okay with. That's the business. You want to be do that shit like European soccer. Have your players, if you want to do this portal, have a transfer, have ability where like the school that wants, pays your player for you. Pays you the fee, make the money back. That's the way
like
to do
posting in baseball, right? When an international player wants to come to America, they got to pay.
Yeah, you got to pay the fee. Pay the transfer fee.
Yeah.
You want to make the money back. Everybody got money. Texas Tech ain't crying.
Yeah.
Texas Tech got one guy.
Nobody in Texas is crying.
No. Nobody in Texas is crying.
Texas Tech, none of them.
None of them. It doesn't again, it sounds crazy when you go, yo, man, Penn State is $435 million in debt. Oh, because they didn't have money for a stadium. They took it from the state. Oh, they wanted
these
to
are all public schools. That's the thing. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazier to me.
Exactly.
Miami, the little private school is doing just fine. Baby.
Yeah. Like you don't get bailed out because you stupid, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You should have all you people were there before this took over. And you did nothing because you thought you were gonna keep winning the way you had been winning, not thinking that other schools might have money too, that other schools might invest in their program, not thinking that Indiana is gonna come out of nowhere because they have billionaires upon billionaires and change the program and beat Ohio State a couple times. You're not thinking that far ahead because you're thinking you're the only one that takes football seriously. You're not thinking, yo, man, if Mark Cuban gives us $1 billion a year, which is nothing to him, it changes everything. Like, you're not thinking that. Come on, dog. It's stupid. I only got one cuss word, and I said the S word. Mom, I'm sorry. I love you. I apologize because she watches the show. She actually texts me sometimes like, Ben, you said too many cuss words.
That's right. Get on.
She still checks me. Get
on them. Yup. Yeah, and it's listen, the SEC and the Big Ten are gonna have their says, their say so. For Notre Dame is getting an automatic bid in 27 and 26. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Getting an automatic bid, man. Like there's people who run college football. We know that.
Yep.
There are the elites, right? And the SEC and the Big Ten are at the head of that table. So the fear is that they're gonna come up with some bullshit and it's gonna stick.
Yep.
Right. Whatever they're gonna put their heads together, and whatever benefits them the most is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully Miami is placing themselves at the head of that table by what they're doing and how they're doing it. And we'll see. You know, I don't really have faith in the NCAA or the people that are going to be making these decisions. So
no. I saw a tweet from Dennis Dodd, CBS reporter, said that they're trying to cap NIL at $10,000 or $15,000 per player. Yep.
How do you cap that? Like
per game?
Right, per game, right? Per week.
Exactly.
A month? I mean, what are we talking about?
Exactly, though. Exactly. Like, I don't. How?
And what court is that? That's not going to hold up in any court.
It's not.
No.
It didn't hold up in the courts before. Like, they lost already. They lost. They could have set parameters. They could have set rules. They didn't. They go, hey, y'all figure it out.
Yep.
Oh, you can't put that back in. Like, that's not, you know, fine. You want to limit the transfer portals? Cool. Limit it to two transfer per player. Have one limited thing. But you see, there's still graphics that On3 puts out that they're jumping in the portal now. So there's no rules. And then the crazy shit is they're crying about it while they're off that conference, while they're going to court to get Trinidad Chambliss' 8th year of college football.
Yeah.
So which one do you want? Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous that they're 7-8 years. Dog, ain't y'all going to court and getting favorable judges that are going to lecture the NCAA and making sure he gets his years anyway? So why are you doing both? You're suing for eligibility. Chandler Moore is trying to get 9 years of college. Dog, go. You have to have at least 3 degrees by now. Go do something else.
That affects NIL as well, because if you have Trinidad Chambliss staying for 7 years, You have to pay him for 7. You know what I mean? You have to pay him for an extra 2 years now when he would be gone. That's money off the books. You got to recycle that. You got to throw that money back in somewhere, you know. So,
dog. Like they're doing both sides. I'm like, oh, this isn't fair. Then stop the suing. Like, let Trinidad Chandler go when he's out of eligibility. Don't sue for an extra year and then have your spokesman and Nick Saban be like, this is ridiculous. Fam, a week ago, you just sued for 7 years. Like, your conference did that. Greg Sankey was probably behind that too, because SEC ain't gonna do that shit by themselves. And you in that room like, oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, but you also want six playoff teams. Why? You like pick a side, motherfucker. Pick a side.
It should never be an auto bid. Never. Nobody should automatically be in there. Like, no, man, you got to earn your way like everybody else, man.
It's ridiculous, though. Pepe Buckle's in there too, crying, probably trying to get another waiver. Dante says college has the same problem the world has. Good old boy system claiming to see the right things, all the while doing right by things.
Right thing.
Continuing claiming to be right. Yeah. Yes. They want all the benefits, and then just all right, cool. Then just don't pay any of the players. See how that works out. If you're talking about that, and you think you have the right to take their money away, then they're employees. Then if they're employees, they have the ability to strike. They can unionize, CBA, but you're not gonna do that because you want to keep them students.
Yeah.
So what the fuck we doing? What are we doing?
I mean, I can understand with it wanting to get back to actually what NIL was intended to be, because I think it started off like that in the very, 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 very beginning. And then just went off the rails, as we've all seen. So I can understand wanting to get it back to what it was actually intended for.
Yeah.
You know, paying a college athlete for their name, their image, and their likeness, not just say, hey, here's this cash, come to the school.
Yeah.
For what? Just they're kind of getting around that whole pay for play thing, I think, in certain aspects. And I'm not just it's everybody nationwide. Every school is doing it, you know, because there's basically no rules or regulations behind it. So if you can do it, and you're not getting in trouble for it, why not do it? But yeah, I mean, getting compensated for your name, image, and likeness is what it was all come down to, because Ed O'Bannon was mad that he was on the cover of an NCAA basketball game and didn't get compensated for it.
As he should have been, yes.
And that's all it was.
Yep.
It didn't,
as he should have been. And also
100%. Oh, and also, you know, them selling like the jerseys to the games,
Johnny Manziel,
paying admission and paying for tickets to watch them play, and they're not getting any of those benefits. So that I completely understand.
While the institution reaps all the rewards,
pocketing all that money,
and then I get $400 a month. You know, or whatever.
Something was off there. So
no.
I completely agree on that aspect of it.
I was just looking something up because Poke made me think of something. They also cried about collectives being illegal, right?
Yes.
Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, everybody cried. Can I tell y'all just a quick little fact? Right now while we're talking about it, Alabama football has a collective, right? It started in 2023 when Nick Saban was there. It's called Yeah Alabama. Y'all can look it up. They have a website and everything. You can buy merch, all that stuff. So the collectives are illegal, right? And it's just pay for play. Nick Saban has started under your watch. So I'm supposed to believe that Nick Saban, the god of football in Alabama, and one of the greatest coaches of all time, had no say-so and had no okay on that when the collective was formed while he was there. Because NIL, he was still coaching then. He just lost national championships because Michigan paid their players, and so on and so forth. So a collective was started that you deemed illegal while you were the head coach there. So, again, you're talking out of two sides of your neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't...
Oh, I mean, you can change your mind on collectives.
You can.
Who's to say he didn't change his mind? I'm just speaking from the opposite end. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with you. I'm just saying he can change his mind on the collective. Maybe he doesn't like it at Alabama. Maybe he wants it gone too. I mean, if he's going to say they all should be illegal, then they all should be illegal, including Alabama, right? That's what
you
would think.
But he's still the consultant at Alabama. He's still taking money from Alabama.
Well, he's getting paid to do a job too. So,
Yeah, exactly. But he's there now, and he could have. I'm sure he has a big say if he wants that collective to go away, and it has.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Right, like it's Nick fucking Saban. Like at the end, like he speaks, everybody listens.
No,
right? Like
100%.
why I don't care about Urban Meyer saying anything again, protected the domestic abuse. So it's very different. Like it's Nick Saban, right? Like he's still there. He if he had a problem with it, that collective would go away tomorrow, right? So he could give the speech. He has I think he still has the same office when he was the head coach. Like I think Caleb DeBoer got a smaller office. I also don't think they're gonna fucking move Nick Saban, right? They're not moving Nick Saban. Let's just you don't tell Nick Saban to move anywhere. Nick Saban tells you, including the governor, hey, I'll move when I want to.
Yeah.
Like I'll take this right step when I want to. Like he's still there. Like he is still the voice and the power. So that's still going on. So if it was a problem, it would go away. And if it was a problem, no other collective, because again, it's Greg Sankey and him, bro. Like those are the guys that run that conference. He elevated that conference to where it is now. Because it wasn't like a lot of people give, you know what I mean, at LSU when Les Miles was there. Like it wasn't, nobody was going out of their way to watch Mississippi State football, except the people from Mississippi State.
Right.
You know what I mean? He elevated that conference. So a lot of us got done on his watch. And then when everybody got paid, it became now I don't like it. That's what it came down to. I know you're right though. Like if he could still think it's illegal for everybody else. Yeah. I think that's for everybody. Nobody else should do this shit. Only us. You know what I mean?
Do as I say, not as I do. Right.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I mean, we could get into the stories of what he did when he was a Dolphins coach and he hated players getting paid and walked over a guy that had a seizure and said, "I'm not going to be the Alabama coach." Like that's also who Nick Saban is. You know what I mean? Those things happened. You know, so. Yeah, it's just, again, they were all there, bro. Everybody in that room was there, have been football lifers. They saw this shit coming. They could have put in the groundwork, the framework, the rules, all this stuff before having to call on whatever president or having to call on Congress. It all could have been done in-house. And they refused to because, we could get the best players because we got the most money. Oh, shit, we can't get every player we got before. Now we're getting out-recruited by Georgia. Now we're getting out-recruited by Ohio State. Now, you know what I mean? Like now it becomes different. So if everybody got money, man, let it be fun.
Then they're going to involve Congress. Who?
Yes, who can't figure anything out. Like, I always rely on politicians for my decisions. Right. That's the way I live life.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
And again, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on. That's not what the conversation is. It's just stupid about everybody that's in that room was there before. They'll be there, is there during, and is there after. Saw all these rules taken, and nobody did shit. Mm-hmm. Now everybody crying. Nah, dog. And by the way, football isn't losing money, right? You saw the viewers for the national championship, and nobody's turned away. Nobody's gone. I can't.
And we saw the numbers. We see what each SEC school gets. We can see your books, dog. We see what y'all are getting over there.
We know you get $90 million a year. I'm not crying for you, dog.
Dog, yeah, man.
Come on, man.
We see it. Yeah, man.
Poke, you got anything before we get up out of here?
No, I hate off season.
Hey, we got about a week left
to get back started.
Spring's right around the corner. Right around the corner. So looking forward to that for sure.
Thank God they scheduled it.
Now we got
spring break. After
March
this
Madness about to start up. Canes locking down the number 3 seed in the ACC tournament, so they get that double bye, which is nice. Man, that team has been so fun to watch this year, and what Jay Lucas has been able to do with that program and turn it around like he has. Yeah. If he doesn't get ACC Coach of the Year, then there's something really wrong. So maybe Coach of the Year overall. Yeah. So they've been so much fun to watch, and being able to actually go down there 2 weekends ago, we finally got to go to a game in person for the first time ever. It was so much fun, man. That arena, I don't think there's a bad seat in there. It definitely looks smaller than it does on TV. Anyway, but it was a blast, man. It was a blast. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think him and that coach from
that startup. So
him and that coach from Miami, Ohio, that's like 31-0, undefeated. Like probably have the battle for like Coach of the Year overall. But ACC Coach of the Year should 100% be him.
100%.
Yeah, Juan, you were a little late. We covered it and we watched his highlights all together. Nick Lennear is a king. Yep, absolutely. Joey, you got anything before we get up out of here?
Oh no, man, can't wait. We're gonna be bringing some information regarding spring. We're trying to get all our ducks in a row now, figure out what we're gonna do for the spring game and that weekend. So be on the lookout for that. We're gonna have some fun, man. Hopefully everything works out, everything cooperates and everything. So yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, man, definitely. Got a new What's Your King story dropping Tuesday. You'll have to catch that. We'll be back Wednesday. Appreciate y'all, man. Scan that QR code right there. Right there. It takes you to all our socials, man. Give us a follow. Give us a review.
I can never. I don't ever. There, over there.
There it is. There it is. Wait. Damn it! It is weird because it's like if you, like there we go.
Reversed.
Right. It's reversed. It's very awkward. Okay.
So if I'm pointing at it like this, it's when I'm looking at it, it's over there.
Yeah,
but
when you're looking at it,
it's over there.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like you like doing this confusing me. Like which way does it go? It's right there. It's right because it's the opposite. It's right there. And then Joe is rubbing his chest as he always does. Yes,
scan it, hit it up, get that merch.
Get that merch, man. Don't do this stuff. What Joe does. Hey, we'll thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Smash y'all like, subscribe, leave us a review wherever you get your podcast, man. Helps the show grow. Appreciate y'all, man. We out of here. Peace.
Thanks for watching. You heard. Thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. You already know every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. You already know every Sunday, right on time. You already know. You already